Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. It is Monday, July the 13th, and it is a new moon. All right, guys. I mentioned in the first reading today my tarot message because I got mixed up with the dates. For some reason, I thought the new moon was happening tomorrow, like beginning of it. But child, it's today. Okay, so I did mention in another video, if I do have some time later today, I will post a blog post about what you guys might need to know for today about the new moon and things of that matter, okay? Because as you guys know, I'm only working towards new moon energy, full moon energy, and then the zodiac for the month, okay? But I'm going to shuffle this deck quickly before we get started because as you guys know, this is a deck that takes some time to shuffle sometimes. So I'm just going to shuffle it good pretty quickly and then I'll get started with the reading. All right, so if you guys want to skip this part, you can. Okay. But it shouldn't take me too long. All right. So yeah, let's get started. But I hope you guys are doing well. All right, it is Monday. Okay. And so I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. You guys are doing well. All right. And everybody in your life currently is doing well as well. Okay. Even if it's just you by yourself, just know that you're always supported by the universe no matter what. Okay. So Spirit, what messages do you have for July 13th for the collective at this time? So we have communication. Now, you could have an iPhone or an Android. You don't have to. But there is something about communication or receiving some type of form of communication. This could be also you expressing yourself through your phone. So connections with other people are significant. It's giving like 11th house energy. But connections, this could be family, friends, you know, things like that. Also 7th house energy, close and personal partnerships. This could be romantic, business, etc. But there's something about communication, okay, and how you express yourself. Throat chakra energy could be significant. Maybe you guys are activating your throat chakra at this time, but there is something about you speaking on some matters, okay? Yeah. With knitting and crocheting, some of you guys could be good at that. Knitting and crocheting, so granny stitching, you know, things like that, right? But if this is not the case, this is about you when it comes to repetition, being mindful about your intentions as well when it comes to connecting with other people through social media, through texting, emailing, whatever it is when it comes to technology, whatever form of communication that you guys are doing, there's something about healing work that is significant. So some of you guys could be connecting with other people because you guys are healers, okay? With the moon showing up here, like I said, the new moon is significant, or just moon energy in itself. This is about your emotions, your instincts, okay, following your instincts, but also when it comes to your intuition, there is something about privacy. Now, like I said, some of you guys could want privacy. Some of you guys are craving privacy, okay, when it comes to like the moon cycle. Okay, so again, this could talk about, you know, renewal, okay? This could be talking about, you know, whatever is being returned to you. So if you had lost something, something being returned to you as well. But there's something about like, when it comes to the body, maybe creating new life. So ovaries, right? Creating new life doesn't only have to be about kids. It could be about your creativity, your hobbies, your interests, things like that. But there is something about you following your instincts when it comes to your emotions, okay? For some of you right now, the weather could be really hot. Okay, I know in Canada right now it feels like 40-something degrees. Okay, so some of you guys could be living in a hot climate or living in a hot, you know, environment. For some of you, this is about fire energy. So maybe you have your moon and fire signs. If not, this is about your vitality with the new moon showing up. You know, new energy, willpower, basically moving forward. Okay, vitality also talks about sun energy. So there could be something, like I said, when it comes to luminaries, with the new moon cycle, especially tomorrow, it is transitioning into Cancer and Leo. So sun and moon energy is significant when it comes to luminaries. Some of you may have those placements, okay, but habits and routines are changing, and this also showed up in my other reading, okay? music is significant. So yeah, there's something about habits and routines, daily structure, expression. Music is significant. Frequency and sound healing is significant. Maybe you guys are into binaural beats, or maybe you guys are into frequencies. If not, this could be listening to different type of music. So maybe you guys are transitioning into, maybe you're not listening to the current music right now because it doesn't relate to you. Yeah, it may sound catchy, it might have a nice beat, but the meaning behind it, because you have to be careful what you listen to, right? And maybe you guys are aware about that too. So even when it comes to listening to 80s and 90s music, early 2000s, maybe you guys are switching up your genre of music. For some of you, listening to country or listening to classical music, you know what I mean? Like, I don't judge. Everybody could like different genres of music and still be unique within themselves. Even if you are somebody who, I don't know, say you like rock music, or you like heavy metal. That's the theme, right? Heavy metal music. But then just because you like heavy metal doesn't mean you don't like R&B and slow jams. You know what I mean? Like, just having a difference of variety, a very big palette of music taste, right? But obviously take whatever resonates with that too. For some of you guys, maybe your emotions are significant too when it comes to music. But we have Pisces energy, so maybe you have a Pisces moon, or just Pisces energy is significant. But yeah, being connected to music and being sensitive. Cancer moon is significant as well, especially with the new moon cycle. So water energy, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if Scorpio shows up eventually. If it doesn't, water energy is significant. Pisces and Cancer energy, maybe you have a Cancer Pisces placement in your chart. If not, this could be also talking about the moon cycle that we're in right now, that's in Cancer. But there's something about you being connected to music and your emotions, right? Also being supported at this time as well when it comes to like your healing abilities, okay? Bubble baths, candles, spiritual baths. Some of you guys are cleansing your energy. That is why your habits and routines are changing. You're cleansing your energy. Communication is significant. Some of you guys receive communication through music. For some of you, maybe you guys are creating music, or maybe you guys are stepping into a newer foundation when it comes to maybe writing down lyrics, okay, writing down your own songs, creating your own music, creating your own frequency, your own beats, things that are actually connected to you when it comes to spiritual destiny, okay? So whatever that energy is, there's something about you guys being connected in that sense. Karmic release is significant when it comes to this energy. Neptune energy when it comes to soul connections and, you know, being vulnerable when it comes to your soul journey, all right? So, yeah, you guys are protected, okay? You guys are protected at this time. Take whatever resonates with this. August is very significant. Like I mentioned, luminaries. Leo and Virgo placements could also be significant with the moon. For some of you, you may have August or Leo. Maybe you're born in August, or Leo and Virgo placements are significant. So you could be a Cancer and have Leo placements and Virgo placements in your chart, wherever that is in your chart. For some of you guys are receiving communication from somebody who is a Leo or a Virgo. But there's something about being born in the month of August, okay? If not, like I said, luminaries are very significant, and some of you guys may resonate with that with this, you know, next couple of days. European energy is significant. So this is about exploration, culture, insight, different worldviews. You may have different worldviews from other people that may have different cultures or backgrounds. Now, it's not to say that you can't come together with people from different races or cultures. It's possible. But in the past, maybe if you guys have dealt with different worldviews from different people, maybe that was very significant, like a job, you know. Maybe your head boss was somebody from European descent. Maybe you're from a different culture. Maybe you guys don't see eye to eye. There's something also about hidden energy. So if there was something in the past too, whether this is like a job, a living situation with a landlord or whatever the case is, there's something about the truth coming out, and you were the one that was always accountable for yourself, because accountability has been showing up very heavily in the messages. So if someone in your energy was trying to make it seem as if you don't take accountability, you're never, taking responsibility for your, behaviors or actions. In actuality, you were. There's something about someone else's energy being exposed as well when it comes to how they may have acted or treated you because of your integrity. So keep in mind, okay, skiing and snowboarding, this is about you going through challenges in mountains, facing whatever challenges, obstacles, but being determined, okay? So whatever this communication is, you guys are very precise at this time. Now, you could be precise in what you're saying, or there's something about being precise when it comes to communication with someone else, okay? This person could be born in January. We have Capricorn and Aquarius placements, so take whatever resonates with that. This could also be you as well. We have late nights, okay? So take what resonates as well. Some of you guys could be staying up late, whether this is you creating new things like, new projects, but late nights, okay? Your intuition could also be significant at the nighttime when you guys are awakened. High frequency, November is significant, and also releasing burdens, okay? When it comes to your energy, being more sensual in your energy is significant because maybe your body is significant, and there's Scorpio hiding in the bottom of the deck, okay, with all these water placements, coming out here. But we have Uranus energy. There's something about something changing, okay, when it comes to your openness, friendships again, like I said, and also something happening in about 1 hour. So yeah, there's something about your energy, like I said, where you guys are moving forward into this new, energy, and this could be also connecting with other people. T and S, or S and T, could be very significant. So this could be someone's name as well. Doesn't have to be. But there is something about your energy, like I said, with the new moon and changes. Things like that are significant, okay? So Spirit, give me a couple dates and initials for the collective who resonate with this. And please keep in mind, this could be a state, a country, first name, last name, doesn't have to be, but it could be anything, a province, okay? We have the 19th. Okay, something could be happening on the 19th, or some of you guys could be born February 19th, June, okay, well, not June 19th, because that's Gemini. So July 19th, okay? We're getting closer to the end of Cancer season as well. Also, when it comes to August, that could be significant. Some of you guys could be born August 19th. Okay, so take whatever resonates with that, but the 19th could be significant. We also have the 7th, and also with the number 19 in angel numbers, there's something about you completing a cycle. So Phoenix energy and fulfillment and rebirth is significant. There's something about your light being renewed, okay, when it comes to like your vitality with the sun, okay? Leo represents the sun, right? So there is something about your vitality, and then the moon cycle, it's like mirroring something. So just like the moon can shine in the nighttime, there's something about the sun as well. You illuminating when it comes to your rebirth and also being an empowerment. For some of you, this is like an ending to a new beginning. The 7 number could be significant with the 7th. Either July 7th is significant, or the 7th of any of these days that you guys could be born when it comes to maybe July 7th, okay? March 7th, okay? For some of you, this is about, timing. So your spirituality could be significant, having inner knowing about certain things when it comes to hidden energy. And then we also have the 14th, okay? So tomorrow is the 14th, okay? So July 14th, especially with the new moon, is significant. Some of you guys could be born on July 14th. That too, okay? March 14th is significant because that's Pisces energy as well. For some of you, August 14th is significant, okay? But whatever this is, you guys are moving forward. You guys are protected, okay? I'm going to get some of these cards here. Going to a concert is significant. Not sure if you guys are like going to an actual concert or a performance. That could be significant. If not, this is also talking about release, okay? And coming together with people who share similar ideas or, similar mindsets as you, okay? So take whatever resonates with that. Those cards fell on the floor, so I'm just going to see if I can go grab those, okay? So we have in the next 12 hours, okay, whatever this may be, this could be, you know, a change happening, or there's something about something changing. So yeah, July 14th is significant. There could be a change happening for some of you guys within the next, you know, few hours, within tomorrow, okay? We have grand opening. So this is about a launch, a new venture, celebrations, community reveal, okay? We have Aquaman, so water energy again. This is about bridging both worlds, okay? So some of you guys are cosmic messengers. It almost gives Chiron energy as well, where it's like you guys have the power to be very deep, okay, with your emotions. And also someone's grandfather could be significant. So not sure who this is for, but a grandfather energy could be significant. This grandfather could be a protector, or this could be something about a lineage or like a legacy, okay? You could be the one that's like the bridge, okay, at the bottom of the deck, and catalyst. So you are the one that probably is bringing change into the family, or into this new dynamic that you guys are going into, okay? So this is about like culture with your ancestry and things like that. You could be the black sheep of the family. Even if you're not the black sheep of the family, you're just the one in your family that brings a lot of change. While everybody's almost like following the status quo, you're the one that's different, okay? So we have quickening heartbeat, okay? So yeah, something coming in. Some of you guys are excited, like you guys know that there's a change coming in, okay? When it comes to like you receiving protection, okay? When it comes to like masculine energy, but there's something about like excitement, okay? Also when it comes to quiet build, some of you guys could be quietly building a foundation. So it's giving like 12th house energy, because 12th house energy talks about hidden energy. So when it comes to karma, past life, dreams, you know, healing, spirituality, things like that, that is significant. Releasing fear, okay, subconscious thoughts, you know, things like that, right? You guys are building a new foundation quietly, being in preparation when it comes to stability, okay? Remembering who you are when it comes to your soul, okay? So that's also significant, right? For some of you guys, it's like you guys are remembering who you are. Childhood flashbacks and memories are significant too. Some of you guys could have went through like, you know, childhood healing, okay? But whatever this is, again, you guys are remembering your soul. You're remembering who you are, recalling who you are, receiving clarity about your strength, your power, okay? Stepping into your power, okay? Aries energy is very significant. So take whatever resonates with that. So you may have Aries placements, okay? For some of you, this is April 14th. Okay, this could be April 7th and also April 19th. Okay, something could be also happening within the next 2 days. So Wednesday could be significant, because if today is Monday, Wednesday is significant, okay? Cancer energy again. So yeah, there's something about Cancer energy, Cancer placements. Fire and water energy is significant. Some of you may have fire and water placements, and that is also significant too. Mercury as well at the bottom of the deck, so twice, okay? Because of your knowledge, maybe you guys are learning something new when it comes to reading books and things like that, but your knowledge and wisdom is like out of this world. It's like you know things without having to read books. It just naturally comes to you. Okay, yes, for confirmation. And then spring. So even though we've passed spring, this could be spring next year during Aries season, or this could be talking about you going through some type of growth, okay, when it comes to like planning new things. So planting new seeds, renewal, fresh starts, okay, within the next 2 weeks. And Jupiter energy, okay, and I mentioned Uranus energy as well at the bottom. So there's something about your luck, okay, when it comes to travel, optimism, you know, new understandings. Those things are changing when it comes to divine masculine energy, okay? So even if you are not a divine masculine, just the energy of taking action, okay? Being the divine masculine could be, you know, feminine or, you know, masculine energy, doesn't matter, okay? But there's something about taking action and, you know, stepping into your power with Aries energy showing up here and being like, basically the leader, okay, when it comes to being authoritative. All right, guys, we have South Pole, Antarctica. So yeah, I mentioned something about the 12th house. There's something about hidden truths, okay? Discovery, resilience, endurance, detachment, pure essence, and clarity. Clarity is the theme of the message, and also releasing. We have Bangladesh when it comes to awareness, insight, discernment, wisdom, recognition, and careful reflection. Some of you guys resonate with this because, again, with the new moon cycle, you guys are going through certain reflections when it comes to your path, okay? The number 20 is significant when it comes to you being in reflection when it comes to through your relationships. So when it comes to your relationships, you may be in reflection because maybe you're thinking, I don't want this anymore, or maybe I want a new connection, or I don't want no connections at all. Everybody's different, right? But all of us at the end of the day, no matter how much we say we love our aloneness, we love being alone, it's still nice to have people around you that still resonate on a very deep emotional level, okay? Even if it's not friendship groups, just being able to come together with people who just understand you without having to, you know, go in depth, right? This is about mental clarity as well for some of you, okay? The Philippines are very significant. Some of you guys are very cautious right now, like I said, when it comes to hidden truths, awareness, preparation, adaptability, and resilience. We also have whale, okay? Depth, memory, emotion, ancient knowledge, and song. Music, like I said, music is significant. Connecting through music, okay? So some of you guys could have deep water connections, like I said, with Aquaman showing up. The movie could be significant, but even just Aquaman, okay, there's something about Atlantis, right? Water energy, mermaids, fishes, dolphins, things like that. Maybe you guys are connected to deep waters because your moon sign could be in a water placement, or you could have fire placements in your chart but still have that connection to water, okay? Or the moon cycle is allowing you to connect deeper to your emotions because of it being in a water placement right now. All right, guys, but I'm going to end it here, okay? Angel number 1111 is significant, but I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for the love and the support. As always, I appreciate you guys. And like I said, hopefully today, if I have some time, I'll probably post the blog about the new moon for the next few days. So today, tomorrow, and I believe Wednesday. And so at least you guys can get that for, you know, the next few days, even though it's a little bit late. I usually like to plan, but I totally forgot. Like, I thought it was tomorrow, child. So whoops on me. All right, but yeah, I'll see if I can post that today so you guys can get it for today and for the rest of the next 2 days. But thank you guys again. I appreciate you guys supporting my channel, my page, even just as a community, like coming together. You know, there's no hate, there's no judgment, there's no I'm better than this person. It's about coming together with unity and love and also understanding. So even when it comes to like different, you know, divination, astrologers, readers, and things like that, I am not into the drama. Sorry guys, I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm not into the drama. I like my sanity, I like my peace, and I don't like judging either, because just because someone else is talking about certain things doesn't mean I need to jump on the bandwagon and do that. I feel like a lot of us need to learn to do better when it comes to that too. So anyways, I'm gonna leave it here because I think there's a shift in the energy, so I'm gonna leave it here. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right guys, bye.